Hi. Hi. Welcome to our electromagnetic theory course. In today's class, I will explain about one of the important theorem in our electromagnetic field theory. The theorem is nothing but Poynting theorem. Poynting theorem. This theorem states that net outward power flow from a given volume is equal to time rate of decrease of energy stored within the volume minus ohmic losses. Mathematically it can be written like this. This is what net outward power flow from a given volume is equal to time rate of decrease of energy stored within that volume, that is like this. That is, it is what integral 1 by 2 epsilon a square dV is nothing but energy stored in the electric field, whereas integral 1 by 2 mu h square dV is the energy stored in the magnetic field. Rate of change of energy is nothing but what? Time rate of change of energy is nothing but what? Power. So that's why it is equal to power, and it is nothing but what? It is also a power, that is ohmic power or else ohmic losses. Here it is what? A time rate of dou by dou t means time rate of this minus sign, decrease of energy stored. So that energy is what? Electric and magnetic energy. So first term, that is what? Integral 1 by 2 epsilon e square dV is electrical energy, and second one is what? Magnetic energy, electric and magnetic energy stored within the volume, within that volume minus ohmic losses. Here you have minus sign. Okay, we can prove this one by using Maxwell's equations. Let us consider Maxwell's equation. So we need to prove this one, that is, okay, this is about the statement. Please note down, go back and note down that statement. And mathematically we have like this. We need to prove this one by using, of course that proof can be done with the help of Maxwell's equations. Proof. We know that Maxwell's equation del cross H is equal to what? That is J or else sigma E into epsilon dou E by dou T. Please write all the expressions or equations in terms of H or E only. Okay. Apply E dot on both sides. Apply. We know that first one, that is del cross H equal to what? Sigma into E epsilon dou E by dou T. Apply E dot on both sides. In order to get what? Sigma E square. Here you have what? Sigma E square. Okay. On that one we have sigma E square. Let us go for what? That is E dot del cross H. If I apply E dot on left hand side, I will get like this. And for this term we can write this as what? E dot sigma into E plus E dot epsilon dou E by dou T. Okay. Now this can be written like this, that is E dot del cross H. Before entering into this, we can write this one like this. it implies E dot del cross H, E dot del cross H, that is sigma is constant, E dot E is nothing but E square, since A dot A is A square, and this can be written epsilon dou by dou t E dot E. We can take like this, that is E dot, or else we can write epsilon dou E by dou t dot E. Okay, so this is varied with respect to time. Then we can write this one like this, that is sigma into E square, sigma into E square plus epsilon dou by dou t, that is dou E square by dou t square. Dou E square by dou t, 1 by 2 epsilon E square. Okay, or else we can write this one, that is dou by dou t here itself, dou by dou t here itself, and epsilon E dot E, that gives what, epsilon E square. So that is what, dou by dou t epsilon into E square, epsilon into E square. Now let us go for this E dot del cross H. Before entering into that, del dot E cross H can be written as what? Del dot E cross H can be written like this, that is H dot del cross E, H dot del cross E plus E dot del cross H, E dot del cross H, E dot del dot E cross H can be written as what? H dot del cross E plus or minus, okay, I will see. Okay, this is not plus, it is minus, and I did one mistake here also, that is E dot epsilon dou E by dou t. If I perform this one like this, I will get what, that is, if I take like this, if I perform differentiation, I will get 2 into E dou E by dou t, 2 into E dou E by dou t, 2E epsilon, okay, the differentiation of E square with respect to t gives what, 2E into dou E by dou t, but we have what, E dot epsilon dou E by dou t, so that's why we can write this one like this, that is 1 by 2 epsilon E dot E can be written as like this, that is dou by dou t into E square, or else 1 by 2 epsilon dou by dou t, let us write like this, that is 1 by 2 dou by dou t epsilon E square, or else, okay, let us write like this, that is 1 by 2 epsilon dou by dou t of E square. Okay, that means as 1 by 2 is constant, we can write like this, that is dou by dou t of 1 by 2 epsilon E square. So if you perform differentiation, you will get definitely what, that is the differentiation of this one is what, 1 by 2 epsilon. So the differentiation of E square is what, 2E into dou E by dou t. Okay, that is 2E into dou E by dou t, means what, this 2 and this one cancel, that is epsilon into E dou E by dou t, epsilon into dou E by dou t. Okay, so we have what, that is E dot epsilon dou E by dou t, or else epsilon into E dou E by dou t is, both are same, dot product is same, dot product is dot product is similar to what? Say a simple product. So that is dou by dou t 1 by 2 epsilon e square. Okay, please remember this one. E dot epsilon dou e by dou t can be written like this, that is dou by dou t 1 by 2 epsilon e square. Now what we required, sorry for the disturbance, basically I forgot this expression, that is del dot e cross h equal to what? H dot del cross e minus e dot del cross h. Basically I wrote here plus, but it is negative sign, and here I wrote what? 1 by 2 epsilon dou by dou t e square is nothing but what? Dou by dou t 1 by 2 epsilon e square. Okay, or simply direct step, that is what? E dot dou by dou t 1 by 2 epsilon e square. So if you simplify this one, you will get definitely this one only. Next, let us go for this, that is what? E dot del cross h. We require this one, that is E dot del cross h as, please make a note of this one, that is note 1. Okay, E dot del cross h. What is E dot del cross h? Send this term to this side, that implies E dot del cross h is nothing but what? So if you send this one to this side, that is remaining part is what? H dot del cross e, and send this term to that side, that is minus del dot e cross h from 1. Okay, is equal to what? Sigma into e square dou by dou t of 1 by 2 epsilon e square. Now let us simplify that left side part. So I will write this note here itself, that is, please note this one like this, that is note 1, del dot e cross h is equal to h dot del cross e, minus E dot del cross h. From this we can write our E dot del cross h like this, that is h dot del cross e minus del dot e cross h like this. Now we have h dot del cross e. So h dot del cross e, that is again Maxwell's equation, that is nothing but what? Minus mu into dou h by dou t, minus mu into, that is h dot, okay, minus mu into dou h by dou t minus del dot e cross h, is equal to sigma into e square plus dou by dou t 1 by 2 epsilon e square. Please see this one, that is E dot epsilon dou e by dou t equal to what? We wrote dou by dou t 1 by 2 epsilon e square. Similar to that, here instead of e we have h dot mu dou h by dou t. Of course we have minus sign, write down that negative sign here. It is what? H dot mu into dou h by dou t, that can be written as what? Dou by dou t 1 by 2 mu h square. If you perform the differentiation, you will get what? That is 1 by 2 mu is constant. The differentiation of h square is what? 2h. Again we need to differentiate that one with respect to time, that is 2h dot dou h by dou t, 2h dot dou h by dou t. This 2 and this 1 by 2 cancel out. We got what? H dot dou h by dou t into mu, that is mu into h dou h by dou t. Okay, or else h dot h means what? That is both are in same direction, that is h square only. So simply I changed what? Order of, so we can write this h dot here or here, no problem. Okay, now let us go for what? That is dou by dou t 1 by 2 mu h square minus del dot e cross h is equal to sigma into e square plus dou by dou t of 1 by 2 epsilon e square. Okay, now put only this part on this side and remaining parts, and write this part on this side and remaining part, send this part to that side. We will get what? That is minus del dot e cross h is equal to what? Sigma into E square, or else write first term, that is dou by dou t of 1 by 2 epsilon E square, dou by dou t of 1 by 2 epsilon E square. Next term, dou by dou t 1 by 2 epsilon E square, and send this term to this side, that minus becomes plus, that is dou by dou t of 1 by 2 mu h square plus sigma into E square. Now apply volume integral on both sides. Now apply volume integral on both sides. Volume integral on both sides. Volume integral on both sides. On left hand side we will get what? That is integral del dot E cross H dv. Okay, and send this minus to this side, we will get what? That is minus dou by dou t volume integral for this 1 by 2. Okay, we can take dou by dou t as common, so this minus is sent to this side, so that is minus dou by dou t volume integral of 1 by 2 epsilon E square plus 1 by 2 mu h square dv. So that minus here appeared here, so volume integral of this one, that is volume integral of sigma into E square dv. Now let us apply divergence theorem to this LHS. Apply divergence theorem to LHS. Apply divergence theorem to LHS. So what is divergence theorem? Apply divergence theorem to left hand side of above equation. What is divergence theorem? Divergence theorem is used to convert closed surface integral into volume integral. Here I have volume integral, means what? This volume integral becomes what? Closed surface integral, and vector becomes what? Okay, closed surface integral becomes the volume integral if there exists divergence. Without divergence means what? This volume integral becomes what? Okay, this divergence becomes what? Without divergence, this closed surface integral is nothing but what? Without divergence means E cross H dot ds is equal to what? It can be written as what? It can be written as what? That is minus dou by dou t volume integral of 1 by 2 epsilon E square plus 1 by 2 mu h square dv minus volume integral of this sigma into E square dv. Okay, so this is what? This expression. So hence proved. Okay, what about E cross H? E cross H is nothing but, we can write here E cross H. The unit of this one is what? Volt per meter. The unit of E is volt per meter, amps per meter. So voltage into current, that is power per unit area. It is equivalent to what? Power per unit area. That is nothing but what? Power density, or else it is called as Poynting vector. It is called as what? Poynting vector. That is represented by what? P equal to what? E cross H. Surface integral of power density gives what? Power. Surface integral of current density gives current. Surface integral of flux density gives flux. So similar to that, surface integral of power density gives the power. This is nothing but what? Net outward power flow from a given volume is equal to time rate of decrease of energy stored in electric field and magnetic field minus ohmic losses. This is the ohmic loss. Sigma E square is nothing but what? Ohmic loss. How we can say sigma E square is ohmic loss? That is E dot sigma E square is equal to what? J into E. So that is J dot E or E dot J. E dot J, let us say E dot J. E is what? Okay, we can write E like this. Dot J means sigma into E. So that is sigma into E square only. Sigma into E square. Okay. So J is what? Ohm's law. J equal to sigma into E is nothing but Ohm's law. This is nothing but what? Point form of Ohm's law. Ohm's law. The unit of this one is what? Let us write that units. The unit of J is what? Units. The unit of J is what? Amps per meter square. The unit of E is what? Volts per meter. Amps into volts means what? That is power. Power per unit volume. Power per unit volume. So that's why the surface integral of power density. Power per unit volume is nothing but power density. Okay, volume integral of power density is nothing but power. Volume integral of power density, it is the power density. Volume integral of power density is nothing but power. Of course, that power is nothing but what? Ohmic power. So that's why it is ohmic laws. It is what? Energy stored in electric field and magnetic field. So entire thing is what? Time rate of decrease of energy stored within the volume minus ohmic loss is equal to what? Net outward power flow. So inward power flow means, if I put this one here, if I put minus sign here, that indicates what? Inward power flow, whereas this one is what? Outward power flow. Okay. So inward power flow means, that is minus integral E cross H dot ds is outward power flow. So it is what? Outward power flow. Outward power flow. Outward power flow. If I take minus sign for this one, that indicates what? That is minus integral E cross H dot ds over the closed surface indicates what? Net inward power flow. Okay, this is all about Poynting theorem and its proof. We will meet in next class. Thank you.